The following podcast is rated D for dumb. You're listening to Dumbing It Down with Dave, the fastest podcast on earth. Listen to Dave commute to and from work on the New York State Thruway in his 2008 Kia Rio LX. He talks about pragmatism, truth, happiness, and the search for it all. Join Dave as he asks and tells you how life ought to be. And now, here's Dave.
Well, hello everybody. Welcome to Dumbing It Down with Dave. I am your one and only solo podcast host, Dave Canyon. Are you ready to dumb it down? I know I'm taking a long time, but today's a special day. Yes, you are ready to dumb it down. My name is Dave Canyon. I am your pragmatic, I did it again 2 weeks in a row. I am your pragmatic podcaster. Could I be pragmatic? Prog is like short for progressive. I mean, I used to think I was progressive, and now politically it sounds like a horrible thing. So I hate to make the word progressive a bad thing. You know, it's one of the things I don't like about the progressives. I like everybody, but you know, they made progressive sound like a horrible thing. I'm progressive. I make progress. I progress. I don't know. I don't understand how you could be a political party or be some sort of affiliation of something in politics and be called a progressive. Why can't conservatives be progressive? They're progressive, right? I don't know. Isn't everybody progressive? I mean, some people aren't, but you know what I'm saying? We all try to make progress. Am I reading into this too much, or am I not reading into it enough? So anyway, that just came off the top of my head. Welcome everybody to the show. This is a milestone episode. Episode 156. Milestone. Never before have I achieved such greatness. I've never soared to such heights as episode 156 in anything in my life. Never have I. Well, I've done things 156 times in my life. I don't know if those are things I'm proud of. Some of them I've done way more than 156 times. Definitely not proud of that. But anyway, this is Dumbing It Down with Dave, the fastest podcast on earth. Pragmatism, truth, happiness, and the search for it all is what we try to do here. That was Alex Exum at the top of the show, that voice you heard. Alex Exum, alexexum.com. Live talk on Tuesdays. Not every Tuesday. Not this past Tuesday. But, and we don't know if it's next Tuesday. Alex seems to be missing. Does he want me saying this on my show? Hey, what can I say? We've tried to contact him. Nobody here has heard from him. Do you know where Alex Exum is? Please give us a call. God, I hope he's not like something horrible, because that would be really horrible that I'm making light of it. But I'm sure he's just secluded somewhere. I'm sure he's just, you know, in a cubby, in a cubicle, you know, with nose to the grindstone. Nose to the grindstone? Yeah, right? I was about to correct myself. No, that's knives to the grindstone. It's nose to the grindstone. I'm sure he's working hard. But there's a lot of people asking this question. Where in the world is Alex Exum? All right, Alex, if you're listening to the show, you know, check your tweets. Check your inbox. We're looking for you. Anyway, I'm sure he's okay. I'm just kidding, folks. So, yeah, that was Alex Exum at the top of the show. And one of the things I think I forgot to do the last couple episodes is that if you hear an AI voice in the show like this.
Dave, dear, this is Emma.
Yeah, if you hear that, you hear Emma or Harry or AI Mike or a whole bunch of other people. That's all donated. Donated? Yeah, it's pretty much donated. Supplied by Linda Irwin of Awesome Insanity Surfers, one of my favorite podcasts, which is interesting because it's sci-fi, not one of my favorite things, and it's sketch comedy, which, you know, at most of the time, it's very sketchy, which is kind of ironic, isn't it? Is that the word ironic? Yeah, sketch comedy is often sketchy. In other words, that wasn't too good. But the thing with Linda and Awesome Insanity Surfers, and I've talked about her on the show many times, is that she's doing something completely different. In her way, completely different, but completely different because it's a little bit of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Douglas Adams. It's a little bit of Monty Python. It's a little bit of her, and, well, a lot of her, of course. But she does a great job with the sketches, with the stories, with the characters and the voices and the editing. So if you haven't checked it out already, please give it a chance and send her a note. Send her a little hi. You know, I'm here because of Dave from Dumbing It Down with Dave. Let her know I sent you. And definitely, or come back here and comment here as well. But I will tell you this, and I've said this before, it's really, I don't think it's something you just jump in right away and you get it. Like, there is a story here. She's actually doing, because everybody in podcasting, by the way, of course, once again, my obligatory comment, this is not what I wanted to talk about 5 minutes ago. I probably will get to it. But this is what came off the top of my head. Everybody in the world of podcasting, not everybody, but, anybody who's anybody in the world of podcasting is talking about these crime dramas, crime stories, murder. Murder is growing. For some reason, crime and murder are growing on podcasting. Crime stories, murder stories. I haven't heard any of them. I think it all started with some podcast called Serial. Starts with an S, S-E-R-I-A-L. I've never heard an episode, but apparently that changed the podcasting world. I haven't noticed it. Every time I'm in a seminar or a webinar or anywhere I am at, and they go, oh yeah, and Serial. I'm always like, I've never heard this. I've heard of it only because when I'm in those rooms, talking, not even virtual rooms, like real rooms, people always, oh yeah, Serial. That really changed podcasting. And I go, I don't know. Everybody I meet that's not in the world of podcasting has no idea what Serial is because they don't even know what I do. So it must be some really incredible coincidence or lack of coincidence that I'm meeting all these people that have no idea what a podcast is or no idea how to get a podcast or have heard of it. Just, like everything's a mystery. But yet Serial has upended the podcasting world. And I still haven't met anybody that listens to it or has heard of it that's not deep in that podcasting world where I go to PM 17, 18, and 19. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not taking a shot at it. But anyway. So, she does this sketch comedy, and it's, you got to go back. You got to go back 20, 30 episodes, at least. Maybe even more. Go back as far as you can. She's done some music shows, which I've listened to. Not part of the story. Not that I know of. But I couldn't tell you which show to go back to. But I think she has posted some links in prior comment sections here on the Spreaker app. Because I do host on Spreaker. If you're listening on Spotify, then you won't see these comments unless you come to Spreaker. If you're listening on Spotify and in France, because apparently over 7% of you are in France, probably because of the Deezer app, because they're located in France. So I thank you. I say bonjour, buongiorno, whatever. I'm glad you're here. I hope you enjoy the show, and I hope you tell all your other friends in France, because tell all your other amigos. Because, see what I did there? Because I could use the French audience. I'd love to have the French audience. They did great for Jerry Lewis, and I would love them to do great for me. And I'm actually operating on the same principles as Jerry Lewis. As Jerry was the producer, writer, and director and actor of his movies. So, according to Jerry, the reason why the French really loved Jerry Lewis wasn't only because he was so funny, but because he was also the director, writer, producer, and star of the movie. They loved the fact that he was in charge of his own product. He was name above the title, his name was below the title, his name was in the title. So this is Dave Canyon's Dumbing It Down with Dave, your pragmatic podcaster. I'm directing it, I've created it, I own it, I host it, I do everything, except the AI voices and the intro at the top of the show. So thank you, France, for checking in with Dumbing It Down with Dave. And please tell your neighbors over there on your left, Belgium, Berlin, Italy, Switzerland. Share this, please. Post away in France, please. Gracias. See what I did there? Gracias. No, grazie. I know it's grazie. I was just joking. So, yeah, if you get a chance, tune into Awesome Insanity Surface. Pick an episode. Go as far back as you can. And, I once again, being very honest, I don't sit there and I laugh my head off. I don't laugh my head off, but I do enjoy the story. And it's definitely silly. But it's okay, because it's okay to be silly. And it's definitely mysterious, because there's mystery. Anyway, I like the production. I like it. Thank you, Linda, for providing us with some entertainment. I hope it continues on for a long time. I realize how difficult it is because you do it alone. So here's my little love letter to Linda. She's been really great to me, and I like returning the greatness, the generosity of people, because we talk about that. Again, it's not a show about podcasts. It's not. It's a show about human behavior. It's one of the things I should have mentioned about 5 minutes ago. So why am I dwelling so much on Linda? Why do I do it all the time? Because she's so generous. And I love the fact that she's so generous with her generosity. She continues to be generous. And so have many of you. Thank you very much, whose names I've mentioned in the past and whose names I will mention in the future. So we've developed a relationship, Linda and I, partially because we're just two nice, generous people, but also because I happen to enjoy her show. And if I didn't enjoy her show, I probably would still be as nice to her, but I would have been honest a long time ago and say, listen, I see what you're doing. I can't listen to this. And I do tell people that. I see what you're doing. You're doing a great job. I can't continue on listening to it. I just want you to know. Because I don't want to do that thing where I go, hey, blah, 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 about your show. And you go, oh, did you hear it? And I go, yeah. And then I didn't. And I was like, because I like to do that to people. I like to go, oh, so what was your favorite part? Hey, Dave, that was a great show. Oh, really? What was your favorite part? And I caught a friend of mine. I caught a depleter. It was really embarrassing, but I caught a depleter. He said, oh, yeah, good show. I heard the show the other day. Oh, yeah? Which one? And he told me what episode. And I go, oh, what was your favorite part? He goes, when you talk about yourself the way you do. I go, that was such a flimsy answer. This is my friend for like 20, 30 years. This is a supposed friend. Yeah, when you do that thing when you talk about yourself, I go, do I really have to embarrass him? Do I really have to push it further? I was embarrassed for him because I caught him in a lie because he didn't listen to the show. And all he had to do was be honest and say, Dave, I got to tell you, I really can't listen to your show. Give me a reason. If it's a tangible, reason of integrity or whatever, I'll buy it. Yeah, man, I just can't listen to people talk for too long. I know you're my friend. I love talking to you because we would talk. We would talk for half an hour. We talk for an hour. But for some reason, when you do your podcast, I'm mostly uninterested and I can't follow it. I'm really sorry. I know you're funny when I talk to you on the podcast, not so funny. You're interesting when I talk to you, you're not so interesting. Just give me honesty. If you know me for 20, 30 years, you know I cherish honesty. So just be honest. And I really got to tell you, my feelings cannot be hurt. I know that sounds crazy, right? That's probably not true. But, I'd rather you be honest. My feelings were more hurt when he got caught in a lie, when I caught him in a lie. And now I'm like, wow. Well, then I should probably say, well, Dave, he likes you so much. He's your friend, such a great friend. He's willing to lie to you. I'm like, nah, it's okay. I just rather you tell me the truth. I don't need you to lie to me. Now, that might sound contradictory to what I've said in the past, where it's so easy to fake it. You click like, leave a comment. Yeah, you could do all that for everybody else. In other words, for other people who are looking at my comments or looking at my analytics, looking at the algorithm, whatever. Yeah, Dave, great show, post it, retweet it, all that. Yeah, do all that. That's not an opinion. That's sharing. That's supporting. Yeah. I can come down and see you in concert. I can come down and see your comedy. I can go to your show and see your paintings. I could go to a book reading, an opening. I can go to a gala. I can do a lot of things for a friend. But when he pulls me or she pulls me to the side and says, what do you think? I go, listen, man, I'm really not that into this, but I'm here for you. I just want you to know that. I'm here for you because you're my friend. Get it? Right? That's the way to do it. If you're going to do it and you don't really do it because you love it, you do it for your friend, that's what you do. I didn't really listen to the show, but I did leave a comment, and I'll try to retweet it, and I'll try to share it on Facebook. I'm not really all that social media savvy, but I'll do my best. I just want you to know I really hope that this works out for you, even though I don't listen to it, and I don't really particularly enjoy it, or you don't really like my political comments. Even though you say I'm scared by your Trump, the Trump scares me away. All right, well, we have been friends for 40 years. You could still support the show. Yeah, but, I got a reputation, and, I got my own show, and if I support your show, listen, the internet, okay, is the Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, the Pacific Ocean, the Mediterranean Sea, Lake Ontario. Did I say all the oceans? Are there 7 continents and 4, or whatever? It's Lake Onondaga, it's Lake George, it's Lake Como. It's all the lakes in the world combined. Then you leave the lakes and you go out into the universe. And it's all the universes all connected. And it's all the other universes connected to all those universes. When you tweet a supporting tweet for Dumbing It Down with Dave, it's like me whispering the secrets of the universe, thinking that somebody in Pluto or 8 universes away from Pluto can hear me. So if you have a show and you support my show, believe me, it's not going to hurt your show. If I was a Nazi or a Nazi sympathizer, and this was the Nazi sympathizer show, hey, welcome to the Nazi hour. I don't know. Maybe it would be a bit of a problem. Maybe. I'll give you that. Yeah, but Dave, when you do those shows where why I support Trump, yeah, that's like, it's the same thing. Yeah, not really. So it does bother me. So we're sort of in that Friends territory, which, I sort of promised myself I wouldn't go down this road too often, talking about, friends of mine, former friends of mine, acquaintances, depleters and all that. So it's a show about human behavior. That's what I was getting at before. And Linda's a good human, and she behaves very well. And I appreciate that of her. All right. Thank you, Linda, once again.
Dave.
Yes?
Dear,
oh, we're just talking about you. Yes,
May
I know.
I ask you something?
Of course you can. Anything, Emma.
You seem to be really thirsty.
I am.
Should we take a break?
I'm going to drink my green drink, Emma. Thank you for chiming in. I appreciate it.
That's great. Carry on.
That's great. That's got it. That was Emma from Emma and Harry. Harry has an obsession with bakeries, even though he's AI. Very odd. And they do address that in a recent episode of Awesome Insanity Surfers. Emma and Harry and their daughter and the daughter's sort of boyfriend, but not really. And then her boyfriend. It's kind of an interesting little drama going on in the AI world. Anyway, so what did I want to talk about? I'm going home. Oh, by the way, it's Saturday morning. Oh, I'm so sorry. Guess what, folks? It's a beautiful Saturday morning. It is. It's Saturday, September 28th. I'm southbound on the New York State Thruway, traveling actually only at 62 miles an hour. I should pay attention. I could get home a little sooner. And it's a beautiful Saturday morning. I'm going home. I'm not working tonight because I wish I had the echo chamber for this. I am suspended. Suspended. I am suspended for a day because I got caught with a cell phone in my hand while driving. I am public enemy. Public enemy. I'm public enemy. Not number one. I am public enemy. I'm just public enemy. You're an enemy of the public. You were caught on a camera with a cell phone in your hand. You weren't holding it in front of your face. You were looking down on it. Trying to be discreet, and we don't like that. We saw you looking at the road, looking at the camera, looking at the road, looking at the camera, looking at the phone. We saw you do that. Doesn't matter. We saw you trying to be conscientious. Doesn't matter. We realized it was about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. You were probably pretty tired and, changing podcast episodes. Doesn't matter. We realized that cell phone use, hands-free cell phone use in New York State is still legal. Doesn't matter. I realized I didn't have my Bluetooth on, but they stopped us from using it. My company. It's legal. No, not here. Here we make our own rules. Yeah, but it's New York State. It's one of the most difficult states in the world to live in, legally, and they've actually deemed this legal. And you're a company out of Texas. You guys should be cool with this. No. There'll be no outside contact with the outside world. No. Look at the windshield. Hands on the wheel. 9 and 3 o'clock. 10 and 2. You will maintain the position for all 14 hours of your day. Yeah, but that's very hard. I'm not a robot. It doesn't matter. We are robots. We are robots, therefore, we want you to assume the robot position. You will work 4 to 5 days a week, 14 hours a day, hands on the wheel, 10 and 2. You will look at the side view mirrors every 3 to 5 seconds. Look left. Good enough. Look right. Good enough. Look forward. 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 3 to 5 seconds have gone by. Look left. Look right. Oh my God, forget it. Can you imagine that for 11 hours of driving in a 14-hour day? This is what you're doing all night long? Oh. You know how healthy distracted driving is? It's very healthy. It keeps me alert in a way. Don't they distract the NASA astronauts on purpose? Keep their mind going? Yeah. A company is based in Dallas, Texas. They're not that far from Houston. They should get somebody from NASA to take over the company. First day in office, the guy go, wait, what do? You make the drivers look forward? They can't do anything? Oh, except for looking at the side view mirrors every 3 to 5 seconds? What are you nuts? How's your employee retention? Oh, it's going down? Yeah, no wonder why. Have you ever thought about treating your drivers with respect? Like human beings? No? Have you ever thought of that? Oh, you used to. Oh, what happened? Oh, you had this guy who was in charge and he went crazy? He tightened up oh, yeah. Well, he's gone now. So you can just loosen up the reins a little bit. Don't loosen it up too much. We don't want these guys driving around in Bermuda shorts. You still have to be dressed. All right, make a trade with them. Say, listen, we'll give you back cell phone usage, Bluetooth. We'll take out the inside camera, but everybody has to wear a yellow vest. Okay, I'll buy into that. I hate the yellow vest. I'll wear it. All right, and everybody has to give back 50 cents an hour. Okay. I'll give you back $1 an hour if you let me have the same truck every day. So I don't have to inherit disgusting trucks from other drivers like I did yesterday. Not a truck driving show. Human behavior. Human behavior. I have a truck that I use a lot. I use it a lot. I keep it clean. I use it as often as I can. It's not my own truck, but I use it as often as I can. And I try to keep it clean. Every time I have it, I vacuum it and I clean it like I do most trucks. I came back yesterday morning, parked it. Sometime during the day, somebody took it for a 240-mile ride. Brought it back. At least they fueled it. Parked it on the hill where I go pick up my tractors. There's 2 coffee cup holders on the dashboard. It's filled with sucking candy wrappers and God knows what else. I look down and I go, oh my God, that wasn't there when I left. I don't eat sucking. I was the last one to have this truck before this guy. I look at the side door. There's like a candy bar wrapper and some other stuff. This guy's noshing away all day long, throwing wrappers in the coffee cup holders and in the side door. Took a picture of it right away, sent it to my boss. I'm not putting up with this no more. They're going to fire me soon anyway, probably, or I'm going to quit. So I'm not doing this just to make trouble, but I got nothing to lose now. Even if they don't fire me, I stay for 4 more years. It's ridiculous that a human being can sit in a person's truck, my truck, but in a truck. You look around. Oh, his truck is clean. You got to notice it. How do you not notice that? And then you just filthy it all up. 12 hours later, 13 hours later, I take it back over and this is not the way I turned it over. I turned it over all clean. So I don't put up with this nonsense no more. We have really weak management. I wish they would take care of this. All right, let's take a chance here. Got 5 minutes left, 6 minutes left. Let me take a chance. I got some stuff queued up here. We've had some comments from some listeners. Some listeners we haven't heard from a long time. My buddy Mark. Here's the thing I want to tell you. I'm going to get to these comments if I can. So my buddy Mark has left comments as far back as episode 138. As you know, we've crossed the milestone last week, or early in this week, and we got to episode 155. So it's 17 episodes. This will be episode 156. So Mark comes home the other day, he puts on his Spreaker app, goes to Dumbing It Down with Dave, picks an episode, his settings, you can touch options at the bottom of the Spreaker app, there's a button there called options. Touch the options, and you can click on automatically plays next episode. So here's a little story, and here's a little experiment I like to do. You can actually click on it. It'll say it goes to yellow. The toggle goes to yellow, and it says automatically play next episode. So he went to episode 155, I guess, or whatever it was he went to, and he just pressed play, and he walked about the house. He walked about his life. He heard some of the shows he didn't, and he would read the show notes, and then he would leave a comment. So he did a combination of different things. But what I found interesting is that you could do that, play the next episode automatically. So I would like to conduct an experiment, if you guys don't mind. You know, this will be a lot of fun. When you get a chance, you can do it on your phone. I don't know if you can do it on your laptop or your desktop or your tablet. I don't know. I don't know what that looks like. But go to the options, click the button for play, automatically play next episode, and then go to the very newest episode, like 156 now, the one you're listening to, and hit play, and just let it rip. In other words, let's say you're sleeping. You have the phone near you, but just kill the volume. So every night before you go to bed, I know this sounds crazy. We're not going to get to what I wanted to get to. Every night when you go to bed, just put the phone down. Or if you work at nights like me and you sleep during the day, put the phone down, go to episode 150, whatever it is, the newest episode, and hit play. And let it continuously play. So a lot of my shows are half an hour. If you sleep for 6 hours, it's going to play 12 shows. I'm going to get credit for you guys listening to 12 shows. So if I have 30 listeners, 40 listeners, 60 listeners, and everybody listens to, let's say, 10 shows, that's 5 hours. That's a lot of listens. But I would like to see if my analytics reflect you guys doing that. I know it seems like a lot, but it's not really. Because you could do it during the night, you could do it during the day. You don't have to be asleep. You could be at work. Because the Spreaker app continuously plays, even though, not unlike YouTube, it continuously plays even though it's not the top screen. So you can just go to work, sit at your cubicle, hit play, and just watch it go. You don't have to listen to it. You don't have to have the volume up. You don't have to comment. You don't have to do anything. I'm just curious if you guys agree to do that. You can post the comment if you want in the comment section. Yes, I agree to do that. Or Dave, I'll try, or whatever. Or you can say, no, I won't do it. I don't think this is right. And I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I just think it would be fun. It would be interesting. Even though I seem to benefit from that, I'm just curious if I'll see and I'll post it on the Facebook group if I see the numbers shoot up like crazy. Because right now I think my biggest day was 150 listens, and I don't know why. September 5th or September 15th, I had a spike. It was 115. But usually every day it's 10 or whatever. And, mostly everybody's listening on demand. So I just would be curious if you could do that for me. I like to say I don't think I ask you guys to do a lot for me. I don't think I really have asked you to do a lot. I mean, I just asked you to do normal things. Normal things that a non-depleter would do. Or a guy like me would do without even being asked. But I just think that would be a fun experiment. Imagine about a week from now, I go to the analytics page and I see the listens through the roof. 500 or whatever. I'd like to break that 150 barrier. So if 30 of you do that and let the thing run for 10 hours or 5 hours, 10 hours, then that's 20 shows. 5 hours would be 10 shows. I'm curious what the bar graph would look like. Pie chart, bar graph, whatever. All right, 29 minutes. I wanted to get to some listener comments. Maybe I'll do a bonus episode tomorrow. I'm not working this week, so I have time to do an extra episode. I wanted to get to listeners' comments. Mark had chimed in for about 15 episodes. And we got another new listener and some of the same old, which is great. I really appreciate the same old. I like you guys chiming in. All right, folks, that's it. 3-day weekend for me, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I'm going to go home soon. I'm going to fall asleep. Get some sleep, get back up Saturday afternoon, Saturday early evening, get to work. Try to catch up with my life. All right, guys, that was great. 30 minutes, Dumbing It Down with Dave, episode 156, milestone episode. Goodbye, good day, good night, good luck, good riddance, good rats, Godspeed, and great skills. Take care, everybody.